Did you know that 1 out of 10 people struggle with some level of substance abuse, including addiction to prescription opioids? Or that some prescriptions are opioids that are very addictive? That prescriptions can be used illegally? Well, drugabuse.gov, last updated January 2018, states that about 20% of the 12 years and older U.S. population abuses prescription drugs. That is 54 million people in the U.S. Of these 54 million people, 54% were women and 30% were adolescents. Today, we'll discuss how opioids are abused, discover ways to avoid abusing them, and identify benefits of a healthier lifestyle. TalbotCampus.com, under 2018 statistics, states that opioids are abused more than cocaine, heroin, meth combined. Only marijuana has a greater percentage of use. The largest problem is that the U.S. as a whole overuses opioids. DoSomething.org states that the U.S. contains 5% of the world's population, but 75% of the world's use of opioids. This is because in the 1990s, pharmaceutical companies told healthcare providers that opioids were not addictive. These healthcare providers started prescribing opioid prescriptions to their patients, beginning the opioid epidemic. Doctors now prescribe opioid prescriptions freely, getting patients addicted, and these patients need more and more until some of them overdose. NYTimes.com, last updated August 15, 2018, states that 72,000 people were dead from overdose last year, and 10%, a 10% increase from the year before. Now that we have uncovered the abuse in prescription drugs, let's learn ways to avoid abusing them. One method to stop or keep yourself from abusing opioid prescriptions is to research your medications. Share.upmc.com, last updated March 19, 2018, says that the best thing to do is research the addiction symptoms. That way you can properly monitor yourself against addictions. You can also ask your doctor or pharmacist the best actions to use when using certain medications. And another is to keep records of when you take your medication, putting alarms on so you realize when you need to take them, if you took them too early, and if you are forgetting to take them. And that way you can talk to a doctor if you notice an increase in need for your medication, so you can stop the addiction early. The best method is to not take the medication unless absolutely needed. One way to do this is to find a different medication to use besides the opioids, and another is to only take the opioids when your pain tolerance has gotten too far. Finally, don't take another person's prescription. It's easier to get addicted to an opioid prescription when you are not used to it. These tips to prevent abuse of opioids can help you live a much healthier lifestyle. With a healthier lifestyle, you can live longer and happier. You can also spend more time with family and truly appreciate their value to you, without a cloud of need hanging over you. Your state of mind will be dependable, and you can have lasting relationships with people in friendships and your love life. Without drugs, you can have a positive outlook on life, and you can be happy to be you. According to BradfordHealth.com, in a life without drugs, having a healthy body, mind, and spirit will give you strong mental fortitude and help you accomplish things greater than you thought possible, preparing you for what will come in the future. Today we have uncovered abuse in opioid prescriptions, discovered ways to avoid abusing them, and identified benefits to a healthier lifestyle. Again, 20%, 54 million people of the US abuses prescription drugs illegally. And in only 1 month, 8% of the population abuse these drugs illegally. If we work together, we can bring this percentage down, a person at a time, to make our country better and safer, starting with yourself. Use some of the tips discussed to avoid addiction, and search for more ways to make your life and those around you healthier. I'll end this discussion today with a quote. Drugs kill the pain and the joy and the hope and the body and the brain and finally the soul. Unknown.